Ready for the video?
Yes.
Present practice. What is vibing? This is Vish and
Ashley.
And today we'll be responding to Sadhguru's video on
Healing from trauma.
Today I'm here with
Ashley.
Want to introduce yourself?
I'm Ashley from Laredo, Texas, and I moved to Austin 2 years ago. I do modeling, promoting, and I dance.
And she's also going to be coming with a YouTube channel.
Yes.
And all of our social medias will be down below. Have you heard of Sadhguru before?
Yes. I've heard of him, but I haven't seen his videos until I met you.
Okay.
But yeah, I know he's a yogi of
Yes.
meditation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Well, with that, let's watch another video by him.
Perfect.
If something new happens that you did not think of, you will freak. Don't do that. Don't do that. New things are happening. Something that you did not expect is happening.
Nobody goes through life unscathed. Everybody has had a past experience with a person or a situation that left a permanent scar on them, such that whenever we are reminded of this, the sadness or loneliness or pain associated with the memory comes back regardless of how much time has passed. Is there truly a way for us to move on from and let go of the things that have hurt us in the past, such that they have no substantial emotional effect on us? And if not, how can we heal ourselves from this past pain?
When you say everybody, that's a very sweeping statement. It's not true with everybody. Unfortunately, a lot of people are getting into that space. Fortunately, not everybody. I am not in the group. This doesn't mean that everything in my life happens just the way I want it. No. Very few things happen the way I want it. I want you to understand this. If you keep the scope of your life very limited, let's say just your education or your profession or your family, then maybe 90% of things happen your way, 10% of the things don't happen your way. But if you expand your activity globally, then you will see only 10% happens your way, 90% doesn't happen your way. So if you're the freaking kind, then you will break yourself down. So one thing we need to understand is that if mentally, emotionally, we are freaking out on something or the other, I want you to understand there is no complexities to this. To make it very simple, you are freaking whenever things don't happen the way you think they should happen. Hello? Do you understand this? Your only problem with life is, it's not happening the way you think it should happen. Hello? That's all. If it is not happening the way you think it should happen, maybe it is happening somebody else's way and somebody else is happy. Yes or no? And most of the people in the same breath, they say they believe in God, so maybe it's happening his way. So essentially, it's not happening the way you think it should happen. But look at the way you're thinking. 2 years ago, how you're thinking, and today how you're thinking. Is it the same? No. So you are glad those things…
Actually, what are you thinking so far from what he's saying?
Well, I think that we are very hard on ourselves, and we always… if it's not going our way, if we think everything's wrong, but I feel like everything's meant to be… supposed to happen right now to lead to where we're supposed to be. And I always tell my friends when they're sad, mad, like at this moment, I'm like, in a year from now, you're not gonna be in this moment, and you will get it. You might not get it right now why you're going through that, but in a year from here or years from now, this is gonna make you better. And it's gonna lead you to where you were meant to be.
Wow, that was just wisdom right there. Awesome job on that. And yeah, I'm not gonna even say much. I think she said some amazing stuff. Let's continue.
Didn't happen. But it takes 2 years to realize that I'm glad those things didn't happen. A whole lot of things don't happen. So what? The important thing is, how profound and how exuberant is your experience of life. Life is not that it must happen your way. If it happens your way, what does it mean? What is your way? Right now what you know, from that you concoct something which you call, this is my way, isn't it? Do you know everything in the universe? No. Whatever we may know, it is still very little, isn't it so? Hello? Whatever we may know, it is still very, very little. From this, we're expecting something should happen. You must be glad. Something you do not know happened. Something that you did not expect happened. This means life is happening to you. My blessing usually for people is, let something happen in your life that you could not dream of. That means your dream should not come true, that's all I'm saying. Something that you could not dream of, that must happen, that means you're living a fabulous life. But if something new happens that you did not think of, you will freak. Don't do that. Don't do that. New things are happening, something that you did not expect is happening. You should ride on that. See, there's only two ways. Life has its waves. If you have learned to ride the wave, in Canada you cannot ride, it's too cold. Suppose you were in California and you were riding the waves, you're a wave rider, your dream is a tsunami one day. Hello? Yes or no? If you're really good at riding the wave, what are you looking for? The biggest wave possible. But if you never learned how to ride, then you get crushed by the waves. Something wrong with the waves? No. You did not make yourself fit for life, that is what is wrong. Nothing wrong with life, it's happening. Are you fit for this world or not? This is happening all the time. You know, we are a volunteer organization. This is my lamentation, okay? Please listen to me a little bit. Millions of volunteers, lots of things happening around the world, big movements, but none of them are qualified for the job. Just whoever comes fills the space. I keep them up, keep them up, keep them up with enthusiasm and inspiration endlessly, but they don't know what to do. They're enthusiastic. You know, enthusiasm without direction, how much trouble it is to manage. And you cannot fire them because they're volunteers. You didn't hire them to fire them, first of all. So, this will be happening all the time. Somebody comes up to me and, Sadhguru, I can't work with this person, he's so terrible, she's horrible, she's that. I say, see, the world is full of such horrible people only. If you think, if you want to find something horrible, you can find something horrible in everybody. Just in everybody, without exception, yes or no? If you think what you're doing is significant, you learn to work with such horrible people. If you think what you're doing is very significant. But if you want to work with ideal people, you must go to heaven and today. So, at this stage in your life, young people, don't produce a list of complaints about what's wrong. Produce a list of solutions for me, let me see, to your life and everybody's life around you. That'll be a forward movement. If you invest on your problems, you will see everything in the universe is a problem, believe me. Tell me one person here who is not a problem in some way. If you encounter them the wrong way, each one of them is a problem, isn't it? Hello? So it is your skill in life that you approach them, the solution end of them, not the problem end of them. Yes. If you go on hitting people on their problem end, you will have endless problems in your life. Because everybody is capable of trouble, everybody. Yes or no? Yes. Hello? Have you found one person who is not trouble if you touch them the wrong way? You found somebody like that? If you touch the trouble spot in them, everybody is a problem, isn't it? So you have to learn how to touch the solution part of them, not the trouble part of them. This goes with situations, this goes with people, this goes with every aspect of life.
Honestly, let's first start with the laugh that he has.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
He has a strong, happy laugh, but it makes you laugh and makes you happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice, and I guess now let's dive into the actual core of the topic.
Yeah.
What do you think about what you have to say about trauma?
I think the way he said it, like to not be the problem but find the solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really think that's right. Like we're always complaining. Also, if you take away complaining like each day,
Yes.
and always see something, if you wake up positive and don't let anything ruin your day. Let's say a flat tire. Like this, is how I think a flat tire happens, but I'm like, how I get it fixed, and then you should let it go because it already passed. But
Exactly.
you let it get through the whole day and like affect you, and I'm like, you shouldn't, like, it already passed, you already fixed it, and move on and keep being happy, and at least you have the resources to fix it. Yeah,
That's it. No, that's beautiful, and I've learned this from Sadhguru. I'm not gonna say too much here because I think he explained it really well, and you also shared some really amazing advice and experience that you had. Two things. One is Eckhart Tolle. Have you heard of Eckhart Tolle?
No.
He's a spiritual teacher, a Western one, and he says that the world is here not to make you happy, but it's here to challenge you.
Yeah.
The happiness we must seek on our own. But the challenges are necessary. I mean, you work out, right, yourself? And I work out as well. And as you and I know, in order to get stronger, get more muscles, you need to challenge your muscles.
Yeah.
If you don't challenge it, there's no growth. So these challenges are actually beautiful, right? It helps us grow.
Yeah.
And going off of that, Sadhguru says a very simple thing, which is whenever something happens to you, you have a choice. Either you get wounded or you get wiser.
Yeah.
As simple as that. What do you think?
I think it's true. I feel like every person that you meet is a lesson.
Yes.
You learn from everybody, even if it's a stranger, you learn something from every person. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story because everyone's teaching you something. Even if it was bad, it taught you something good about it, you know? So it's good, you know?
That's it. And you were also telling me about this quote that you learned about when you see new people or you see people. Want to tell them about that?
So I did have a quote that I had seen that it said, to treat every person you meet like it's the last day, and that just opens your eyes because it's like, it's true. It could, you won't feel as bad if something happens to them because you were nice to every person, and you start just showing more love to everyone. You start being mean, and you just imagine it was the last day. Like, you don't want to say be mean to the person the last day, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally, again, beautifully said. Sadhguru actually says a very similar thing.
Yeah.
And I've also learned this too on this journey, which is literally every breath you take, even for us, right?
Yeah.
Every inhale, it's almost like a breath of life, or it's a breath of birth.
Yeah.
Every exhale, it's a birth of death.
Yes.
So we're literally living and dying at the same time.
Oh.
So we must make every moment that we have the best, because that is all that we have.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Would love to hear what you all think about this topic and about trauma and how, you know, if your view has changed and how we address this in the comments down below. And thank you, Ashley, for being here. Don't forget to check her out. She's got some really cool stuff, and her YouTube will also be coming out. Links down below. And with that, make it a great day, take it joyfully, and stay conscious. Awesome job.
Thank you.